Hello everyone, my name is Toka Magbaro. Welcome to my channel. And if you've not subscribed till now, please go right down there, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button so you'll be notified when we post the next video. Today we are dealing with a sensitive topic, two topics actually. How to choose your shots, what to shoot, how to position your camera, and what shots to take. And we'll be discussing one very vital thing, how to direct amateur actors. Because from the beginning of this series, we talked about using not necessarily professional actors. So that means you'll be dealing with people that have never been on screen before, or that have been on screen once or twice, but they are not really professionals. How will you direct them? You see, there are some very fundamental shots that is helpful to somebody that is beginning. There are so many shots in the books. There are so many shots you can take. When you grow into making film, you understand that it's not about a close-up shot. It's not about a medium shot. It's not about a wide shot, which we mostly refer to as master shot. But let's stick to these three shots. And maybe we'll add one, the OS. That's the over-the-shoulder shot, or what they call off-shoulder shot. So, now, a close-up shot is the one that looks like this, that you just take the close-up. So there's what they call a TCU, that's a tighter close-up. It's the one that it's very precise, it has a lot of the face. The medium shot is the one that is in your midsection. Like medium shot that is not a full shot. It doesn't have your legs in it. It doesn't have everything in it. So that's what is called a medium shot. I'm saying it in a layman's language so everybody can follow. So, and the other shot is what we call a wide shot or a master shot. Now that shot is supposed to accommodate everything. That's everything in the house, everything in the room. You just make it wide. So when you have these three shots, you have 3 shots to edit with. Like I said, filmmaking is far deeper than that, but I'm trying to stay with the basics and the fundamentals, so you don't push yourself too hard and get discouraged that no, your brain can't take this. If you start gradually like we're going, I tell you, as you grow, you begin to see more things you can do on your own by yourself. So after you have these 3 shots, I usually tell people to take the wide shot first, then take the medium shots, then take the close-up. The reason I tell people that is because if you're working with amateurs, they can make some mistakes on your wide shots. Maybe the expressions are not right. You'll be able to give them an opportunity to rehearse again while you take the close-up shots. While you take the medium shot, they rehearse more. So by the time you're at the close-up, you will discover that probably they've gotten a little more into it. Now, as an amateur like me, don't change anything. The moment you shoot your wide shot, that's if you're not shooting multiple cameras, the moment you shoot your wide shot, make sure the next time they're doing it, they have to repeat it the same way they did it before. So if the person is going to keep this cup at this point, at the time he's saying, I'm arresting you, make sure on the other shot, at that same point, that's when he's keeping the cup. That way, when you're editing, you discover that you have beautiful continuity. Everything will go seamlessly. But if you change, maybe this cup was here, and you take the wide shot. At the time you're shooting the medium shot, the cup is no longer there. Your film is gone. But feel free to make mistakes, because I have made so many mistakes. Now, the way I like to shoot as a person, when I'm shooting with professionals, I like to start with my close-ups. Because in Africa, we sweat a lot. Maybe the weather is hot, maybe the room is hot, because sometimes you have to turn off all air conditioning so that your sound can be good. You have to lock up the door so that maybe the vehicle passing or a bike or something. So I like to shoot my actors close up when they are fresh. We don't have the luxury of taking so much time to shoot. We're not there yet. I am not there yet. So many people have that kind of budget. I am not there yet. So I try to get it as quick as I can. So if you're out there, please, that thing you must do, because you can do this without money, rehearse your actors as many times as possible. That way, filming them becomes easier. That way, you won't have issues of, like one of the things I just mentioned about continuity. The other question somebody asked is that how will I work with actors that are new? Because we said you can use just anybody, your neighbor, your in-law, your father, your mother, your friend, your sister, your wife, your girlfriend. So how do I make them do these things well? Because it's not everybody that has the talent to be an actor. I remember I was stuck one time. It's a long time ago. I was stuck with an actor in the forest. We were filming in the forest, and that was the only person that was there. He was supposed to say some lines. The guy just couldn't get it. He couldn't get it at all. We went back and forth, back and forth. After about 2 hours, and it was about midnight, and I said, okay, give him. So I gave him some brooms. We broke the brooms into pieces. I gave him. He was sitting right in front of a fire. So I said, before you say the next line, throw one stick of the broom into the fire. That technique works. If you're working with new people, just give them something to do to take away their attention or their mind from, okay, what is the next thing I'm going to say? How will I? So just give them some work to do. Maybe the person will be saying, so are you back? It's skipping copy, it's skipping something. So that way the acting looks good. It looks good. Why? Because that person is doing something natural with the environment at that time. So it helps the actor look good. So actors usually have 3 problems. In Africa, if you're filming probably an English film, English is not our first language. So you need to memorize your lines. That's the first challenge of an actor. The second challenge of an actor is, okay, how do I express the lines? Because some people, you can be saying something and be acting differently. Like somebody saying, I'm going to kill you, and it's looking like he's going to give you ice cream. So that doesn't help your characterization. Then the third thing is language. If you're filming in a language that the person is not conversant with or the person is not used to. So there are ways as a director you can eliminate some of these problems for the actor. One, if you want to deal with the issue of memorizing lines, give them time. Work on your actors as much as possible. Let them take in those lines until they get used to it. There are other ways to say this. I'm just saying it in layman's way so that you can understand it. Let them get used to the line to a point where they can say it naturally. So you are now dealing with the second issue, which is how will they express it? How will the expression look to make the line come out really heavy and natural? So that one, you can help the actor by these elements I just gave you. Give them something to do. And that is the only responsibility the actor must have. Not to start thinking about, hey, what is the next line? No. If you work hard, you rehearse them enough, they will have those lines in their head. So the third thing of language, I tell people, I say cast in closest to the elements of the person. I want to make a film. I'm shooting a Hausa film or a Chinese film. I now cast a Nigerian. I give him a script that is written in Chinese. So imagine shooting a Chinese film and you're casting a Nigerian, or shooting a Nigerian film, then you cast a Chinese man that doesn't know how to speak English properly, Or you're shooting an Igbo film and you cast a Hausa man. Then you give him a script written in Igbo language. No matter how good that actor is, the language will make him look stupid because it's not his first language. Now, I've seen very good actors that appear in movies and they don't really do well. And you're asking yourself, why? His acting dropped. No, check it. The language is a problem. Somebody that is used to acting, maybe speaking pidgin English in his entire life, because he's acting a film now, you now give him a movie that is written in proper English and he has to speak English. He will sound stupid. So I advise us. I say, when you're doing your casting, cast people to type. If you're casting a security man, for instance, and you go and bring somebody that doesn't have an idea of what being a gate man is, that doesn't understand the language, he will not do well. So don't kill yourself trying to change people to becoming things, because you don't have the luxury of that now. Going forward, if you have the time, you have the resources, you can do just anything you want. But for now, cast as close to type as possible. So let's get back to the shots. There's one very common mistake most people make. I used to make that mistake. I still do, if not that there's a technique, there's something to do to deal with it. Sometimes you're filming, then you get lost. What have I shot? What have I not shot? Okay, have I taken this close up? Have I taken, okay, which one? Always create a shot list. Your shot list is your guide. The moment you've seen your location, you have your script, your actors have their script. As a director, as a cinematographer, as a filmmaker, you now go home and say, okay, scene 1, I will start with the medium shot. So you write it there, medium shot. You need to do a shot list. That shot list, with a shot list, you cannot go wrong. So you write out every shot you want to take at every time. So the moment you're done with one of the shots, you go back to your book and cancel it or mark it green. You know you've done that one. So that way, you don't try to be too creative. Just leave it at those 3 shots. Close-up shots, which is your CU, your medium shot, then your wide shot or master shot or whatever you call it. But stick to those 3. Keep it simple. Don't do anything too extra. You won't go wrong with it. If you don't know what a short list is or how to go about a short list, please look it up. I won't be able to expand too much on that. So I believe we've come to the end of this series. On the next one, we'll be dealing a lot with how actors should work, new acting techniques, how you should deal with monologues, how you should deal with auditions, how I think you can get into the industry and make a difference. So we'll be teaching a lot about acting, and I won't be alone on this one. All right, my name is Toka Makbara. If you've not subscribed to my channel, go right down there, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button so you'll be notified on the next video.